Like, hype, subscribe, and donate to the breathtaking, brutally brilliant, and bombastic based boxing basement. And there's the respect.
Yeah, what's up, man? What are you at? I hope you all see the preview video. Can you all hear me all right? Number one. They've just had Josh Padley, Reece Bellotti. We're waiting for the decision. I didn't watch it. Maloney said there's value on Bellotti, and I agreed, but I didn't put any money down. Could someone tell me they can hear me okay? Padley gets it. Well, there you go. Yes, my boy, Railway Triple B, it's fight night. That's it. That is for show. The White Rhino, he's Ivan Drago. Well, he's not really Ivan Drago. He's the Nephilim. The Nephilim. Yeah, Ivan Drago was good-looking Chad. Makhmudov's eyes are too close together and he's weird. Big up Triple B and the fans. Thank you, Food Nose. The breeding bull is here. Big up Triple B live from the Kirk chair watching the action. Just like, Otto Wallin. Hey, guys, it's Swedish culture. Yeah, hello. I believe the Russian troll. Owen Foster says, well, stop the Doncaster Delaware. Makhmudov is a league above Johnny Fisher. If Dave wins legitimately, I'll be impressed. Well, yeah, we all heard about, he's in the best shape and blah, blah, blah. I mean, he didn't look it. He's one of these guys that never looks in great shape anyway. But you got to look at Makhmudov's best wins are better, and boxing doesn't work like that necessarily. Makhmudov's best wins are better than Dave Allen's best wins. Okay, I believe he'll stop him, but I wouldn't. I put it this way, right? It's evens, and it's been evens. If they gave me Allen at 3-1 or 4-1, I'd take it, but not at evens. My money is on Makhmudov. Yes, as Makhmudov wins, he may fight the GJ as GJ is interested. GJ is a coward, man. I don't know. Who's the outfit? I'm not sure. It's a mix and match tonight, bro. May God bless you. Easy E. I'm a big fan of Easy E. I think he was about to reveal things when he got whacked. Josh Padley won. Yeah, he did. But it was close, allegedly. It was close. I mean, and I'm not that interested in these midgets who can't punch. Well, Bellotti can punch at his level, but little Musgrave. Triple B. Just got large the darts about the start. I do like the darts, bro. And, it's the... I don't follow it, but I do quite enjoy the darts. I've watched it a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? I prefer the old days when they drunk, they got their drink on, they got their smoke on. But yeah, well, Musgrave, I'm sure you've got two devices. Put two devices on. Don't let the darts take you away from the Chippy Live or Alan Makhmudov. When the main event happens, right, there's two fights now. Bilal Fawaz, a.k.a. Tito or Jermaine Jackson. Stop teasing, Jermaine. Stop teasing. I like Fawaz. He was called Kelvin Fawaz. And there was some problems with his... he's from some part of Africa, and there was some problems with his visa. And wasn't he London ABA champion or ABA champion? But he's a character. Unfortunately, he's 37. And I put money on him to beat Junaid Boston, who I don't rate. Junaid Boston is another one of those prospects like Cameron Vong, Tom Welland, them clergy playing prospects. They're just not that good. Jordan Flynn. The odds have dropped, on Fawaz. But I believe if it's close, they'll rob him like last time, which he won, in my opinion. The height difference between Allen and Makhmudov looks like more than 2.5 inches. It looks like 4 and 5 inches height difference. Yeah, I said that. It is a massive height difference. They weigh very similar, but Makhmudov hasn't got that lard on him. Triple B, I lost 1K on one of my accounts yesterday. What? When Litecoin dropped like 115 to 50 in a few minutes, whoa, I got over leveraged, didn't have a chance to. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, we all know crypto is very volatile. Crypto is very volatile, so you have to be careful. But you can make a lot of money from it. I'm sorry, man. That's pretty annoying, man. They got, it's like that. It's like that. I think we went through a high. Now it's going to drop again because people will sell. People are selling. Sell, 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 sell. Cash in, sell. So that will drop the price. But yeah, I mean, that's amazingly fast. Yeah, you're right, man. The desperado. The desperado. If there was only one piece of meat left and one woman in the cave around a campfire, who gets it, Ergovich or Makhmudov? That is a super question. That is a super question. I mean, you're both talking about beasts, chads. I think Ergovich has got the better chin. Makhmudov has got the better power. They could just fight to the death. They both might die. And then Mirko, who's Philip's best friend, might move up. I don't know, man. It's a tricky one. That would be a battle for the ages. If they had any sense, they would say, look, let's share this meat. But Chads, cavemen Chads don't really do that. They fight to the death. So I don't know, man. Double RH25. Big up, chat. Yeah, what's up, bro? Bellotti got robbed. Back to my 3-1. Yeah, I remember. You said, Michael, Maloney's here in the house. Bellotti is a good bet. I actually found him 5.25, which is bigger than 4-1. But I just imagined they would probably rob him. So I didn't put any money on. But I mean, the problem with boxing is this, and it's happened several times this year, when clearly my man has won the fight, but they've given it to the other guy. The best, the Carlos Adames, Hamza Shiraz is the biggest example of that. So, yeah, that's a shame. I'm sorry, bro. Apparently, there was some insider trading, some short the market's position before Trump set out his shocking China tweet that smashed the market. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing, right? It's not like traditional stocks and shares. It's amazing how volatile crypto is and how it can change just by a tweet. It can affect the whole market. I've never seen anything so volatile. Gold. I was going to buy some gold last year, but I didn't. And gold has gone through the roof. Gold is a solid investment, as is property. But if you want a quick return, a stronger return, it's got to be crypto, man. Look, Muscle, I watch the darts with the sound off. Currently, only got a couple of devices on the go, so I might be stuck with the Allen fight. What time is the ring what expected? So we're at 8:40 now. We've got 4 hours. We've only got one fight. Then it's the main fight. Usually, the main fight starts about 10:30, but I reckon about 10 p.m. 10 p.m. All right, saying hello to Michael. Yeah, we all love Michael Maloney. He knows his shit. I can't really repeat that, but you can see that. I don't want to get attacked. Mark, see what these maximum hype jobs. Dave's biggest win is a washed-up old bouncer, a complete hype job in Fisher. If he has, and Lucas Brown, who he dropped with a body shot, but Brown's never that good. Brown got knocked out by Paul Galen in there 25 seconds, although it was very dodgy. If he wins tonight, they'll try and sell a Gay J fight. On that, the fans are mugs, yeah. I mean, Gay J maybe shot, but I would still have a favourite against Dave Allen. But I think Makhmudov will batter. I think Jamie Moore will throw in the towel or pull him out at some point. Because Allen's never been down. Food knows. Food knows is looking for value. Dave on a majority, 33-1. It's a 12-rounder, man. I can't see it. It's possible. Often you get two punches. They go, oh, it would never go the distance, and it does. Tommy Morrison, George Foreman, vs. Evander Holyfield. Everyone's like, oh, it's not going the distance, but Chicken Dindin says, Michael, are you on the nose upside? No, Michael's clean, bro. Why are you saying that? I can't speak for Michael. He can speak for himself, blood. Yes, lad, says Matt Curtis. Hello, Matt. What's going on, man? No, I'm with I'm with your mother tonight. I got no comment to that. Maloney, that link is shit. I've got one. I can't give it out because I risk getting knocked back. So Kane Mack is in the house. What's up, Chubby? I'm okay, blood. You know, I've been on a bit of a low. I go for these periods where I lack the energy. So I haven't been pumping out the videos, but I had to be here. You know why? For the funds. Like Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton, so his funeral was today. Was it today? Yeah, it was today. No, yesterday actually. Sorry. I still find it hard to get my head around the fact Ricky Hatton's gone. You know, and you know, Mark Massau, who came on one of the lives a couple of weeks ago, said, "I've never heard anyone, you know, who's met Hatton, who knows Hatton, say anything bad about Hatton." And it's a real shame. We still don't know how he died. You know, we still don't know. They still haven't released that. The implication is he ended himself, but I don't know, man. Boxing Classes HQ. The Boston Fawaz have had some funny banter. They never between them. They never saw the first fight. Yeah, I put money on Fawaz the first fight. I think I got like 8-1. I was like, this guy is not a bad boxer. He's quite funny. He's quite camp. You know, he looks like one of the Jackson 5. You know, hey, Tito, stop teasing, Tito. But I quite like him, actually. He's likable. He's a good boxer. He's just 37. Oh, did he see Hatton's funeral? No. Adam Smith gave the eulogy, which I thought was really bizarre. I didn't listen to it. I'm sure he talked about himself a lot. Like they were apparently good mates, but this is the thing, right? Hatton had a contract with Adam Smith and Sky Sports, right? And 2 weeks before Hatton's contract was ended by Adam Smith, Adam Smith made him Ricky his best man at his wedding. So hang on a minute. I know business is business and whatever, but right, you've got this guy and you're making him your best man at your wedding because you know it makes you look good because Adam Smith ain't got no friends. He's one of the guys that ain't got no friends. So you've got to be suspicious of that. And then what? You know? You sack him 2 weeks later? I don't know, man. I thought that was a strange choice, man. I don't know. I didn't watch it. Rumple 5 skin, bow select. Yeah, I just thought I'd dress up tonight. Gold is going up scary fast. This country seems to be thinking something big is coming. Yeah. Like I said, I was kicking myself. I mean, I couldn't afford a lot of gold, but it's a solid investment. There are two solid investments. Especially in the Western world, gold and property. They tend. It's scary how fast gold's gone up, you know. But whatever. You keep getting adverts for gambling, yeah. Well, they push gambling a lot. And they're ready to pay. It's a license to print money if you've got a gambling license, right? My missus told me to pull out. What do you mean, man? Pull out of what? Pull out of a pump? I think the main event will end on points or a late stoppage. Really? I think it's going to be a stoppage within mid-rounds, Makhmudov. But that's not to say that Dave Allen hasn't got a chance. The reason normally Pepe's getting in my face, man. I've got my boy Pepe here. Pepe's watching the stream. But yeah, so like I have it ending around 7 or 8, 6, 7, 8 in Makhmudov's favor, but Allen has got a chance. Breeding Bull says, hey, the Breeding Bull. Are you posting from the cut chair by chance? Are you sitting in the cut chair watching the action? Woodley Parker prediction. Okay, I'm going out on a limb here. I think Woodley wins by stoppage. I watched the Bakoli Parker fight. Now Bakoli is a big hitter, and he is not a bad boxer, but he was totally unfit. But he still clocked Parker quite a lot in that fight. And Parker has been dropped a lot, and he has been knocked out by Joe Joyce. Wardley is very violent. He's very fresh. I'm going for the upset. You get 5.5 for the straight win on Wardley. So I'm going for the upset. Baghdad, yeah. Manchester will never forget. You remember that when Arnold Smith said the tattoo on the bomber tattoo on Tony Bellen's back is in no way, what did it say? In no way disrespectful to the tragedy that unfolded in this arena at the Ariana Grande concert. Manchester will never forget. He should have been sacked for that, blood. R.I.P. Ricky Hatton. It's not just drinking drugs, it's people around. Well, unfortunately, I mean, we don't know what happened. We still don't know what happened, right? I'm still suspicious. I've done a video where you can watch it. I have a number of theories. The implication. Who's this black MC, man? They've got a black. Is he British? Hang on, let me have a look. Well, at least they've got like a guy from the UK, because usually they just get an American in. Where's Diamante? Is Diamante abroad? Or has he been sacked for being whack? He probably asked for a pay rise. The problem with Hatton is, well, it's numerous, right? He kind of had it all, because you got to remember, he made money after boxing. He did 75 promotions. He had he gave his name to, if you go to a lot of boxing gyms and a lot of fitness gyms, they've got Hatton boxing equipment. That's gloves, that's bags, right? He had his fingers in some pies, and he had, I don't, but he got robbed by his own family, and that had to take a big toll. And he's alone in this big house. I mean, it's just dreadful, man. Nothing good. It's still, what is it, 3 weeks ago? But still, I think, what a shame, man. Boxing Classic, I thought that Fawaz was a bit of a zesty move. Oh, he's super zesty. Sam Stroller emailed him, or whatever, and said he was really good looking. Because Sam Stroller likes men that look like Fawaz. And Fawaz said, thank you, I really appreciate it. He speaks really camp. He speaks like Eubank. But I like this Fawaz, I think, look at him, man. He looks like he's from the Jackson 5. Tito or Jermaine? What do you think, man? Did you see Adam Smith's eulogy at funerals? A lot of people saying it reduced them to tears. I've heard that. Well, obviously it's an emotional thing, but I did ask. I didn't watch it. I refused to watch it because, like I said, Smith sacked Ricky Hatton 2 weeks after making him his best man. And I thought it was a weird choice to give a eulogy. I didn't listen to it, but some people said he made it about himself, which doesn't really surprise me. You know what I'm saying? I put a bet on Jake Povey's tank. Scripted, of course, scripted. Yeah. I can't say anything agreeing to lose unless Paul said tank. I'll give you an extra $2 million if you agree to lose. Yeah, Javon Gay keeps on saying, "Oh, I'm going to retire," which is never a good sign. But it's a silly fight. It's a silly fight. Ian, did anyone see the Bruno pick with the hands thing only on 2 picks by chance? Didn't watch it. I didn't. No, why? What was he doing, man? I saw my goal a year ago. I'm a bit annoyed. Unfortunately, I mean, that's just the. You can always have regrets. and timing is important in finance. It's I'm sorry about that, bro. Of course you're annoyed. Bang Daddy Paddy's got an interesting point. Gold isn't increasing; it's the dollar is depreciating. It depends on the way you look at it. Great point. I don't follow gold because I haven't invested in it. I remember you spoke about Charlie Parsons the last stream. I thought he came from YouTube, but actually he's on TikTok with 197K followers. I have TikTok with barely. Yeah, that's where he started on TikTok. But I don't know how he got into boxing because the posh guy from Sarin says don't know nothing about boxing. Yeah, he had a real. He was obsessed. All I said was one of his pictures was a bit zesty, and he couldn't stop. I said stop harassing, stop spamming me with your stupid ass comments, you midget. I might release it. He's a fool, man. But also young, so I let him off a bit. Svenoka, God bless Chubby. God bless you too, brother. Are we approaching the end times? That is the importance. There's a lot of signs, a lot of predictions are coming true, bro. Christ is king. Maloney. Obviously, Boots Ennis is a weight bully, but I rate him great boxer. Yeah. Do you know what? This sounds weird. I've never been that interested in him. I don't like the ghetto fighters in boxing, and they annoy me. They're all the same. They're cut from the same cloth. They're boring. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no interest in them. Who is this guy? Does anyone know who this guy is? Who is emceeing tonight? The black dude. I mean, I'm glad they got someone from the UK at least. Usually it'd be David Diamante. Maybe he must be doing the Ennis fight, right? Michael Mullins says, same. I reckon Woody knocks out Parker. I think it's a good bet. AWB, Parker's nothing special. Yeah, I mean, Wardy's very violent. Now, he can be hurt too, but so can Parker. Wardy's fresh. And, and we're going to hear the endless, he's a white-collar fighter. He can't... Stop that nonsense. He's a serious fighter. Shredoka. I favourite Parker wouldn't be shot if Woody chinned him late, like Hooney. Woody carries his power. And how many times has Parker been down? He's been down a lot of times. I can't remember, like Chisora, isn't it? Dillian White, Joe Joyce knocked him out, a few other guys. He's definitely, he's got a decent chin, but he gets clipped. Watch the Bacauley fight. He gets clipped a lot. Yeah, he completely irons out Bacauley, but Bacauley hadn't trained for 6 months, and they pulled him out of some Congolese, fufu eating party and just flew him over. But he gets clocked a lot, man. Joseph Parker, says Bang Daddy Paddy, said he shouldn't have stepped in the ring against Joe Joyce due to illness, which affected his performance. He was knocked out in the 11th round. Yeah, I know. I mean, look, no fighter comes in 100%. Okay, let's have a look at this. I'm gonna look at this. I'm hoping that Fawaz wins. I like him. Yes, he's zesty, but he's had. I don't rate Bostan. He's another one of those hyped up prospects. Oh yeah, Owen Foster's RP. Arturo Little Thunder Gatti Jr. Oh, that was terrible, man. My heart sunk. Actually, he's a 17-year-old young man, with a lot of potential in life, not just boxing. That has been confirmed as a hanging. That was tragic. A guy that young. I mean, yeah, it's terrible. Unfortunately, I think statistically, if one of your parents ends themselves, which is the story around the father, it makes it more likely you will. I've known people that have had a parent end themselves and they did it themselves. Yeah, but it's super tragic. At 17, man, and my heart sunk. I was like, oh, come on, man. No. The Juggerbum gave Parker a beating, yeah. So he claims he was ill, but who knows, man. Yeah, he did. Something sus about Javon Gay. Yeah, he's a batty man. As far as I'm concerned, Dave is a rat. What, you mean a grass or just people? He plays the game well, Dave Allen. I know Maloney, for example, is a bit sick of his kind of, his kind of poor me thing and blah blah. But there's part of me that likes Dave. He's never taken his career that seriously, right? Parker's got better and better, though, to be fair. He was very young taking those fights. But yeah, he took some tough fights. But he's been a pro for 13 years, But he's had some long fights, some hard fights, Long fights, some hard fights, which makes him vulnerable when you get older, especially to a lively, ambitious puncher like Wardley. And that's why this is a great fight. But, oh, no, I've got Adam Smith in my ear because I've got commentating on this. I've seen that ring announcer before. I can't remember his name. Yeah, I don't know who he is, the black dude. But, like I said, I'm quite pleased we've got a UK guy at least. Woody's nose is going to look a bit dodgy at the end of his career. Yeah, people always talk about his nose. I mean, he does cut up a bit, but people read too much into it. I remember people saying, oh, Joe Joyce won't go pro because, he's got all that scar tissue, and people always talk. Parker's been down a lot, that's correct, but he's been stopped only once, correct. But Wardley is a violent puncher, and it's all about timing. Never fear, Sonny's here. Great to see you, my lass. The guy's in good shape, 37. Fawaz, yeah. I mean, I don't, these days, fighters have a better longevity because of supplements, PEDs, training methods, nutrition. I still want to see Dave Allen if he's Lovejoy. You want to Lovejoy, man. I had a soft spot for Lovejoy. Dave Allen's the type of guy that would put money on himself to lose a snipe. Well, there's a very famous fight where Dorian Darch, right, and he carries him for 4 rounds, and the betting companies refuse to pay out on that fight. Okay, and the betting companies are dodgy, right? But Subset Triple B's, to appreciate you doing this live, brother. Yeah, to be honest, I wasn't feeling it, but I had to do it for the funds. Who remembers? That's it. The dodgy fight with Allen and Dorian Darch. Yeah, he there's definitely something very suspect there. Good day, you all. Yeah, what up, Mark? Good day, good day, good day. Are you in Oz? If you say good day, you might be in Oz. I was referring to Tank Davis, not Allen. Yeah, I can't remember. I've already commented on it. They look big for super welterweights. Railway, don't say super welterweights, man. They're light middleweights. No junior middleweight. No, all them. When I was a youth, I didn't understand. What do you mean super middleweight? Or no, not super, like super welter or junior this or junior. I was like, what does that mean? Light middleweight is a light middleweight. And it's always been that way. Mark's from New Zealand. Oh, good day, mate. Great to see you, brother. I'm going to ask you the question I ask all me Australasian fans. What time is it, bro? It must be like, hang on, let me think. What? It depends which part of NZ, right? But it must be like 6 a.m. Is that right? Twank. What, you mean like Javon Gay? Tank is piss poor. I don't like him. I don't like him as a person. He's fruity. He's a midget. He slapped his bird up. But I'll give him this. Unlike a lot of them ghetto fighters, like Shakur Stevenson and Devin Gainey and Floyd Mayweather, who they big up all the time, he does go for the knockout. He does go for the knockout. So I'll give him that, man. So what's happening in this fight? I think that what's going to happen here is Bostan trained harder because, what's he doing? He looks like he was about to take Fawaz from behind, and maybe he'd like it. Close. 9 a.m. Oh, 9 a.m. Not bad. Had daylight saving time in the week. Okay, that's not bad. It's quite cool to watch big fights early in the morning. Although I like to get my drink on when I watch a fight. Is there any fighters you like as a boxer but not as a person? Good question. I mean, I think when it comes to who you like boxing wise, I can't stand the jockeys. The jockeys are just, oh, Mayweather is my idol and all this kind of nonsense. I think character is very important to me. I think characters are very important to me. I can't think of one. I'm sure there is one. Oh, Javon Gay Davis. I actually like. Yeah, okay. I'll give Javon Gay Davis. I actually find him exciting for a midget. He can bang. K Mac at 6:30 a.m. for K Mac. Yeah, because New Zealand's like woof. A long way away from us. So yeah, 6:30 a.m. Good to see you up, bro. Thank you, bro. Anyone watching this fight? What's happening here, man? Breeding bull. Is it better to buy pure gold or gold coins? I hear you can't be taxed on coins. Technically legal tender. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's a very interesting point. Can anyone back that? By the way, remember, you can super shekel, you can Bitcoin, you can Litecoin. Oh, Litecoin's right down, right? So send me some Bitcoin. You can buy me a coffee. Yeah. De La Hoya is a great boxer, but he's a weird guy. De La Hoya is a great boxer, but he was also part of that era where they don't take that many risks because they know there'll be a rematch, or there may be a rematch, or they won't lose too much kudos if they don't get knocked out. So McDonald family boxing. Porky's mind has gone so as why? What has he been saying, man? Devin Ganey's much worse because of how defensive he boxes. Boring as F. Yeah, he's boring. I can't stand him. Hearn should put Makhmudov on Sky. Well, on top of her, to breed her. My man's obsessed with breeding. I think we need to put someone on top of Savannah Marshall. Put Makhmudov on Savannah Marshall. And you've got a 25-stone heavyweight champion in the making. Yeah. Oh, Hughie Fury or Tyson Fury. Oh, maybe Shane Fury, because Shane looks like he's got the gusto. He doesn't fight, but he's got. He didn't fight as an amateur, you know that. He fought Fraser Clark. The Kelvinator is here. What's up, the Kelvinator? Chubby. When Chubby is on, sometimes I can see 2 times the weed. Why is that, bro? By the way, thank you so much for buying. My boy bought a Pepe, Tyson Fury Pepe shirt. I don't sell a lot of merch, which is not surprising, but I do it. It's more for fun. But well done. And he wore it into work the next day, my man. Exactly right. Why do they call it super welterweight instead of light middleweight? Because I always keep hearing super interesting light. I mean, yeah, it's annoying. Super light. It's an Americanism. The worst thing is junior middleweight. What do you mean? When I first saw that, I said, what does that mean? Are they under a certain age? Yeah. Are those Makhmudov's real eyebrows? He's got big, bushy eyebrows, and his eyes are too close together. He doesn't look human. It's that simple. He doesn't look human. I worked at Hostess. Oh, you didn't wear it, brother. I'll wear it next week, bro. Let people know. Americans call it junior. Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. Little Musgrave. I heard John Fury, I think it was, say Shane was more talented than Tyson when they were young. I've heard this. You hear this a lot, but it's more than talent. If you're in a boxing gym and you get these talented guys. By the way, where's Shane Bongos, man? It's about time. It's about time the Juju stick came out. 33 minutes and no Shane Bongos. Oh, I don't even like saying 33 minutes. 34 minutes now. And Shane Bongos. Is he with Kirsty? Is Kirsty in the house? I will get that picture soon. Yeah, okay, yeah, definitely. I'll definitely pick you up if you give me that picture. You can get my email in the description and so on. So, is anyone watching this fight? I to be honest, this is an interesting fight. I think Bostan will win on points. Oh, he's hurt Bostan. He's hurt Bostan. Fawaz has hurt Bostan. Down. Oh, down. He's gone. He's gone. Bostan is hurt. Bostan is hurt. He's getting hurt. How much time have you got left? How much? The end of the round. That was almost a knockdown. Come on, Fawaz. Come on, Jermaine Tito Jackson. Do him. Do him. Do that fake prospect. F Bostan. You've seen Arslan play fight with the 7-foot black bear on online show. But yeah, I mean, blood clot. I can believe it. And do you know what? The weird thing about Makhmudov is you see his, I didn't know nothing about him. And then you see his Insta and he's likable. You know, he's sweet with his family. You know, a huge monster like that. He ain't the sharpest tool in the box. But, yeah. Bostan's very lucky that the bell went. Bop, a perfect right hand over a right hook. Overhand right hook, I guess you'd call it. Right on Bostan's chin. Come on, Fawaz. Oh! At one point, Fawaz was 3-1. I thought, yeah, I might take it. But then I thought, nah, they're going to rob him. He's not a big puncher. But he can obviously hurt. Oh, my boy, Cyborg. Good day, mate. Good day, mate. It's always great to see Cyborg. It's great to see me Aussie fans. I got a lot of love from Australia, which is great. Has he recovered? Let's have a look. This is interesting now. I've got to commentate on this now. Confident, cocksure in the middle right for us. I'm sick of adjective Adam Smith. Come on, Fawaz. He's still hurt. Bostan's still hurt. What Fawaz needs to land a clean shot and not blow his energy out hitting gloves. It's easy to say, right? But come on, Bilal. Bilal's got an interesting story. And you know what? And he hasn't been hyped. And he's 37. He's still hurt, Bostan. I think Makhmudov is taller than 6'5". He's like 6'7". Yeah, I think he's about 6'7". He looks about 4 to 5 inches bigger than Dave Allen. Yeah, I agree. Come on, Fawaz. Yeah, I'd love to see I'd like to see an upset. I think it's good for boxing, especially a guy who got robbed in the first fight and a guy who is 37. He used to do the Superman punch in the amateurs. Wasn't he ABA champion or ABA London champion? I don't know. He was a decent amateur. He might get chinned. I hope so. Cyborg, how are you, mate? Good fight, but commentators are painful as usual. Yeah, it's cringe, isn't it? It's just cringe. Well, whenever you got Adam Smith, you know you're going to get a painful commentary. Nice uppercut by Fawaz. Nice uppercut. You know, Bostan lands a couple of punches. I give Bostan some credit. He's hurting Fawaz. Good fight. I give him some credit, Bostan. He's standing his ground. He's not grabbing. He's looking to hurt Fawaz. I think the problem is Fawaz has tired himself out a bit. Without further ado, what's up? Great to see you here, man. The live starts now. The live is now, blood. Fawaz is the underdog. He was a three. It dropped. He was started at 3-1. Now he was 2-1 going in. And I thought he had a chance, but I just think if it goes distance, they'll rob him. That's the problem. Like the first time. But I'll give Bostan credit. Credit where credit's due. He is looking to have a fight there. He's not looking. He's not looking to hold. He's not looking to mess around. He's got what they say. He's got that dog in him. Retro is in the house. It's always great to see my boy Retro. Ain't no live without no Retro. I thought Adult Smith commentary with Tony Bellend. I'll never forget the blatant bias was shown in the white pack about here is Bellend. Just as you said that. All these commentators are biased, man. Yeah, I got no love. Trust me, he's done soon. Yeah, I think Bostan is still more hurt. But, his legs don't quite look like they've recovered. But, I like the way he's fighting back with guts. And he hit Fawaz with some good shots near the end. This isn't going 10 rounds. I hope not. The lad's got heart. Yeah, give Bostan credit, man. I prefer the Trapeze commentary. Thank you. Yeah, of course. I mean, you know, because we speak the truth here, man. Same. Thank you, my dear. The guy's got knowledge. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I think I do. Now, more than these bums like Adam Smith, who don't know shit about boxing. Yeah, so let's see. Has Bostan recovered? Has Fawaz got the energy to finish Bostan? These are the questions. Isn't that right, Barry? Who's got the better chin? I think Fawaz has. He's not a big puncher. But if you land right, you land right, man. Thank you. Yeah, but Chubby knows what's going on. FABs, yeah, Adam Smith is a fraud. And there's the respect. Thank you very much, Michael. Thank you for the funds. The best commentary moment was when Otto was beaten up like Bobo. I can't remember that. What did I say, bro? Down goes Walid. He's a pussy-o. He's who have you got in the main event, Cyborg asks? Well, like I said, I still have Makhmudov battering Allen. Oh, Fawaz is taking shots because he's not thinking about his defense now. He's thinking about hurting Bostan. But Bostan's defense is not bad, actually. And also, he's game. I've got to respect a game guy. I just got a good fight. Will Fawaz's age come into it? He's 37. He's throwing a lot of punches. Oh, look at that love, man. I agree. Chubby commentary is amazing and honest with good presentation. Well, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Hopefully, I mean, he can do worse than Adam Smith, though, right? The Russian. Yeah, I have Makhmudov stopping Allen. I think Allen's chin is great. He's never been down. So I think he will get stopped on his feet, or his corner will throw in the towel, or he'll get pulled out by his own corner. However, he's got a chance. So he's not without a chance. But I put £20 on Makhmudov as soon as the odds came out and it was even. I thought they would drop. See, if you gave me 4-1 on Allen, I would have put my money on Allen because that's good value. But when Otto threw, yelled, "That naive sweet stuff." Oh, thanks for remembering that, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, he flew across the ring. That was ridiculous. I'd be really happy if Dave wins. To be though, well, so would I. Except I put my money on Makhmudov, and money overrules sentimentality. Although there are fights when I think I really like a fighter, and I think he's not going to win this, but I won't bet against him because I'm too honourable. But that's very rare. Very rare. Could this be the fight that Allen goes down for the first time? Well, maybe. Also, he said some weird stuff, right? By the way, no one's giving me a super check. No one's giving me a. Come on, Bongos. Where are you, brother? No, we can't rely on Bongos. Bongos can't support the channel on his own. But yeah, could this be the fight? Allen goes down for the first time. I mean, that's a possibility. Everyone can get old. How old is he, Allen? Like 34? I think it's possible. And Allen also has said, if I retired tomorrow, I'd be happy with what I've achieved. Now, when a fighter talks about retirement, it almost means they're taking their foot off the pedal. Apparently, he's been looking great in training, according to his own trainers. I've lost all my shekels. Oh, bro, I'm not asking for you, brother. No, I can't believe you lost it. Ooh, 1K unlike. I'm just saying, hold on to it, bro. It's got to come back. It's very volatile. It's very swings and roundabout. Allen's 33. Oh, that number. Carol, this Allen fight is close to creator boxing. What? Dave Allen? Ah, man, it's better than that, man. When you got two big heavyweights you can bang, man, it's something to watch. It's the only fight. I know I'm interested in this fight. We're in round 6, but what Fawaz is going to have to hurt Bostan again if he wants to win the fight, because they will be giving any close round to Bostan because he's a prospect, and you know how it works. It's crooked. British boxing was never that crooked before, but in the last 20 years, I don't want to see Alan retire yet, win, lose, or draw. He's taken a lot of shots, though, man. I prefer fighters to retire at the right time. Strange foreign audience watching boxing. Yeah, well, they're spotting Bostan, right? AJ is a fraud. Dave Allen needs to take him out in the first 4 rounds, me think. I mean, it's a very interesting fight. Just like Joseph Packer vs Fabio Woodley. It's not worth $24.99, and the undercard's whack. Had the undercard been good and had good heavyweight fights, I might even have gone to watch it live, but no way. Shane, Shane, I'm sorry, man. I have to pull you in. I'm drinking with Kirsty. We're watching boxing. Good to hear. Who have you got winning this fight, Shane? Thank you very much for the money, as usual. It's very kind, very generous. I mean, you know, you've supported the channel very well, and, you know, I got nothing but thanks for your generosity, despite the weird numerals. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, Fawaz, like, he seems to have lost his snap. He's throwing, but he's not thinking about his defense enough. He looks open-mouthed. He's still landing. I'm just pleased that we've got a good fight. Someone's gum shield's come out. Oh, it's Fawaz, and he's picking it up himself. Good man. Ah, he's a character, Fawaz. Oh, they make him go back to. It's so stupid. Why they make him go back to the corner and rinse out? Yeah, rinse out the gum shield. Just pick it up. No one's going to get fucking disease because their gum shield's come out and it's hit the ground. Just take it out and put it in his mouth, man. They can wash it in the corner later. Tony Maloney, both the Maloney said, Shalom, Triple B. I mean, I'm getting my drink on. I had a nightmare with trains. Hopefully, just being home for the Allen fight. Hopefully, yeah. Because that is a good fight, regardless. I want to see Fawaz used to do the Superman punch in the amateurs. I would like to see him do a Superman punch. The Kelvinator. I don't blame him. I love the day fights, but he's leagues above, no? What? Makhmudov is leagues above him? I wouldn't say leagues. I mean, he's got better results, but he's also being shown up by the Corey King, Guido Vianello, Agit Caballero, who, as I said, to me is the second best heavyweight in the world. You know, bust him up, outboxed him. So he's got that a chance, Alan, and he's very tough. But I believe he'll get battered into submission. Do you think Matchroom fights get gifted closed session? Of course, man. So did Queensberry. Sonia Babe, £99 super sticker. Thank you very much, my dear. That's very generous. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate me funds more than anything. You know, they're so generous. I've had so much kindness, man. You know, I'm humbled. I'm humbled. The primal patrician. Did you see the way? And they announced Boston vs. Fawaz, £129, and they super well. I didn't see that. Well, they obviously messed up, right? These guys are like, oh, apparently it's super welterweights, which means light. Why? How can they suddenly start calling the English title super welter? That's an Americanism. Well, it's not even an Americanism. Like they say junior middle, but they're light middleweights. It was always light middleweights in the UK. The mouth guard rinsing tree. Yeah, I mean, it's so ridiculous. Or when they hit the ground, right? They always wipe their gloves and it takes 10 seconds off and blah, blah. But you're like, what? What's going to happen? What? Like as if a razor blade is going to be attached to a guy's fist. You know, all the stupidities like washing the gum shield and rubbing off the gloves. It's nonsense, man. Just let them fight. Let them fight. What round you on? Yours ahead of mine, 26 seconds, round 6. Really? I'm on round 7, 2:13, 2:12, 2:11, 2:10. Maloney, gum shield should go back in the mouth at the end of the round, in my opinion. That's another possibility. I think they should just stick it straight in. Well, what's the worst that's going to happen? Have a tiny bit of grit on it. So what, man? What? You know, is it, you know, what difference would that make? Oh, my boy, cyber boxing. Oh, thank you, brother. Super sticker, $14.99 Aussie. Thank you, brother. Cyborg, I always remember what you said I hope you don't mind me bringing this up when you said that, you know, um, you know, when your old man was unwell and you played him a video and you know he laughed at it. That was things. I mean, you know, generally things like that warm my heart, man. So thank you so much for the generosity. It's very kind, brother. I really appreciate it, and I hope you're well, bro. And God bless you, man. I've got the Nephilim stopping Allen. So do I. But there's the difference between a stoppage and a straight win is not very much. It's like 2.3 versus 1.95. So you might as well go for the normal win because unless you want to go for rounds, you could get like round 1 to 4 is about 8 to 1 for Makhmudov. That's interesting. Round 1 is 25 to 1 for Makhmudov. That's interesting. You know, a lot of Makhmudov's wins have come in the first 2 rounds. But yeah, I have him battering Allen into submission. Allen's best wins are just not that great. Johnny Fisher, a rugby player who's inexperienced and chinny, we now know. You know, Lucas Brown, who's, you know, not really got that many good wins, has he? Apart from Ruslan Chagaev, which was like one of his freak victories. Little hey, but guys, the germs on the floor, we can't be too careful. Yes, they might get COVID. Okay, guys. Yeah. You gotta wear the mask. Yeah. Otto would probably want people to wear the mask in the ring. Yeah. There must be light 165 to 170 on Fight Night. Yeah, something like that. It put on a lot of weight. The 36-hour weigh-in has made so much difference to boxing because you can weight bully, it's made it safer actually. So I do agree with it because having dehydrated fighter box like, you know, a few hours after weighing in is not good for 12 rounder or 15 rounds like it used to be. But it has enabled a lot of, what else can you call it? Cheating. You know, you can get a guy like Devin Gainey who'll put on 20 pounds and fight Lomachenko who probably puts on like 8 pounds. Okay, it looks like they're going to give it to Mustang. Surely. I mean, it's not the end, right? It's not the end. Yeah, it was a ceremonial weigh-in. Yeah, I hate this. From after, they will still manage to mess up. Yeah, that's happened a few times. Now, can you imagine messing up something as simple as that? And I think, unfortunately, the ceremonial weigh-in is this UFC thing, and it takes away some of the importance of the weigh-in because you want to see what they look like drained. Because by the time they get on the scales, it doesn't matter for heavyweights, right? It doesn't matter. But for the lighter weights, I want to see them get on the scales as they weigh in. I think I'm 30 seconds ahead of me. Yeah, I'm 2:13, 2:12 into round 8. So 2 more rounds. Alan winning round 3, says the Kelvin here. Like I said, the great thing about a heavyweight fight between 2 guys who are big, who can punch, is that you're more likely to get a knockout, and you know you can't be sure, right? When you get 2 non-punchers, it's like, come on, bro. I think Makhmudov is dumb. He gets tired and gets stopped. Yeah, it's not impossible, but I'm just leaning towards Makhmudov battering Allen because Allen's defense isn't that great. Apparently, he looks amazing amazing on the pads, and they showed like 3 seconds of him hitting the pads, but it showed 3 seconds of Mike Tyson hitting the pads with Jake Paul, and he looked amazing. I mean, and when has a trainer ever said, "Oh, you know, my fighter looks rubbish"? They should maybe they should, you know, maybe they should say that. Oh, he struggled a bit in training, you know, give the other camp false hope. But the trainer's always going to say his fighter looks good because, you know, they're the trainer. If he doesn't look good in training, it's their fault. Makhmudov's already been exposed, true, but so is Dave Allen. Dave Allen's not a world-class fighter, is he? Billy the Kid 2.0. Hey, yeah, what's up, bro? Great to see Billy the Kid. Say hello to my son, William, please, brother. Yes, hello to Billy the Kid's son, William. Hello, brother. I hope you're watching the fight. I hope you're enjoying the fight, the big fight. The big heavyweights are coming on soon. God bless you, brother. I hope you're well. Enjoy the fight, brother. Enjoy the fight. Hi, William. Thank you, brother. Cyborg, thanks, mate. Yeah, it was sunny. It was video. My dad had 3 days left, and it's the first time he smiled all week. Yeah, I'm so sorry about your loss, bro. It genuinely moved me. I'm sorry. I'm glad I could bring. I do this. I do this because I enjoy doing it, and I enjoy the interaction with the fans. And I'm so glad I could bring something. Thank you, bro. God bless you, and God bless your dad. And I'm sorry for your loss, bro. Who hit harder? Oh, Foster. Hughie Fury or Otto Wallin? Hughie Fury, I reckon. Hughie Fury. I want to see that fight. I want to see the fight. I want to see the fight. The super fight. Otto Wallin v Hughie Fury. I'd buy ringside and I would troll it. We need Otto Wallin v Hughie Fury. Who wins that? Who wins that, guys? Who wins that? Otto or Hughie? Great fight. The slap video, that's great, man. You mean Josh Taylor slapping up Sonny? We still don't know what that was about, but Josh Taylor, so he's 140 pounds when he weighs in, right? But he probably walks around at 168. And, he's got that spitefulness, Josh Taylor's the kind of guy who would attack a 20-stone bouncer and be violent. I like Josh Taylor. He's kind of based, man. He was never given the credit he deserves, possibly because he was Scottish, possibly because he was too base and he didn't toe the line. But yeah, I like Josh. Tyson Fury when his suit covered pitched himself to Hatton's funeral was tacky and narcissistic. I agree. However, I did read, I can't remember, someone made a comment somewhere that apparently, like Tyson Fury and Hatton were pally. Okay, they're both from Manchester, England, and Ricky used to make fun of. It doesn't read narcissistic about himself. He could at least have had a suit made with him and Ricky on it. There's a famous picture of Ricky Hatton and Tyson looking really fat. He could have done a suit like that. So yeah, I'd prefer that. But apparently, it's an in joke, and Hatton used to take the mick out of Fury for being so, narcissistic. So apparently that's the backstory. So in which case, I'll let it ride. I hope we can see Big Bang again. Who'd you put him with? Maybe Ruiz Jr. Oh, Big Bang, Jolly Jong. I mean, he hasn't got long. But I like seeing V's Gay. That's got to be a fight to make. Gay V's the Big Bang. And, the problem with the Big Bang is he's old, but also he hasn't got work rate, but he can bang. He can bang. Caballero kind of, I wouldn't say showed him up, but I was quite shocked to see him stop Big Bang. But that's a great fight. Gay v Zhang. Make it, Turkey. Yeah, they still robbed Loma, even though Loma should go down as one of the best ever, but he won't because he got robbed a couple of times. And he was fighting guys that were way, way bigger than him. Pretty, but Luke Fury is boring, a complete sellout. Unfortunately, I really like the base Fury, but he had to sell out. Otherwise, Boston seems to be doing a lot better. Fawaz lost his chance. He lost his chance. Tyson Fury is a bit of an odd character, I'll be honest. I like the base Fury. I don't like the modern Fury. Boxing Classics. I heard they've always been ceremonial weigh-ins. It's not a recent thing, is it? It is. It is a recent thing. Not in the UFC, I don't think, but in boxing, it's a very recent thing. It's only happened in the last 2 years. They used to show us the real weigh-ins. When they showed a real weigh-in, it would happen at 1 p.m. If they start showing it at 6 p.m., it's a ceremonial weigh-in. That's how you know. Devin Gainey came in 140 weight and 165 on Fight Night. That's crazy. I mean, that's ridiculous. So he goes super middleweight, basically. Mike Mullins says, bring back fight day weigh-ins. Well, I think it's fair. It's fairer to do that. The problem is, it's dangerous for the fighters because they don't have time to rehydrate properly. So I think it's fairer to have same-day weigh-ins, but I also have to back protecting the fighter. Unfortunately, Makhmudov is very strong and hard hit with an okay chin, but he's slow, clumsy, and due to him being a bully type fighter, he'll fall when he's getting beaten up. He does have that, he does have that bully aspect to him for sure. With Guido Vianella outboxed him and then shut his eyes, so I couldn't see much, and he got stopped. But Caballel really did a number on him. Bill Bob. Is it true Porky's been in Hill Prison? Do you mean Hull Prison? I don't know. I think he's been in the Nick. He said he'd done 8 years behind door. Makhmudov can't jab well, says Michael Maloney. No. But sometimes brute strength can get you far as a heavyweight. There's plenty of, people actually underestimate George Foreman, number one, the young George Foreman, because he used to do these swing a lot and swing, but actually his defense was better than he was given credit for. He'd push his arms out like that. People would find him quite hard to hit. He'd push his arms up and they go, crap. Thank you, bro, says Billy. Say hi to William, man. Big up, William, man. Big up, William. How old is he, bro? Who lets their son watch Triple P? I'm not that outrageous. Although what I've seen from Makhmudov, he seems pretty nice in it. Yeah, I've never been impressed with him. Just very strong and hard hitting. He was stopped as an amateur as well. I can't remember who stopped him, but someone stopped him. But he's a frightening looking guy. There's an article in Boxing News about guys that look to be brutal destroyers, and then they get shown up, like Matt Foster got beat by Jerry Quarry, Jorge Luis Gonzalez got beaten by Big Daddy Bo and some other guys. Boston looks the bigger guy. Yeah, he does a bit, actually. You're right. Yeah, he's going to get a decision. I mean, unfortunately, Bilal missed his chance, but that's boxing, man. Thanks, mate. What do you think of David Tua as heavyweight? I think he's a super heavyweight. Very strong. I think he was a bit too heavy. He actually got he had an iron chin, but he got dropped, didn't he, in the 12th round of some fight. What was it? Ibiabuchi or something? Also, Felix Savon stopped him, but he was 17 in the amateurs. The Tua man was so strong. I think, right, if there were more Samoans in the world, right, they would just dominate the heavyweights. They're just massive and athletic. But there's only 250,000 Samoans all around the world. 250,000. Think about that. And there's one Samoan island. It's got 40,000 people on it. Only 40,000 and 32 like NFL players. It's crazy, man. Too strong as a bull, extreme top. I think he only had one chance at the heavyweight championship against what's his face? Against Lennox Lewis, I think. I mean, I just thought Tua was possibly a little bit heavy. My son thinks he's a proper geezer. Big up Sonia Blade's son. Sonika Blade. Throw in Otto with Zhang. Yeah, I think we see a stoppage there. Tony Maloney, I don't think they want to risk Gage against anybody. They're holding out for the Fury penny, of course, and he knows he'll lose to anyone in the top 20. Yeah, I mean, there's too much risk with Gage fighting anyone half decent. Well, Fawaz is really grabbing Bostan from behind. Maybe they're going to party afterwards in a hotel room. Zhang would fold Otto in half. Yeah, but everyone knows Otto's a bum. Bostan has shown grit there. He's winning. I agree with you. And I will big that up. My boy Louis. Thank you. Big up Chubby. I hope you're good. I'm okay, bro. I'm okay. I've been better, but I've been okay. I'm here for the funds. £2. Thank you so much. Very nice, very kind. Thank you for your generosity, bro. It's great to see you. Kelvin, only Wilder fight makes sense for Gage, in my opinion. I think they think it was too dangerous. I mean, Wilder seems to have lost his confidence, but he's still dangerous. Gage's lost his confidence as well. And his chin's been shown up too much. Cyborg, yeah, Owen. We only had one. He only had one title shot, David Tua against Lennox Lewis, but he smashed some former world title holders. Yeah, he probably deserved more than that. I mean, Tua, he's still training hard. If you look at his Instagram, he's always training. Also, Alan will batter Makhmudov. The guy will cripple and quit on his stool. That's not my opinion. If you're right, well done, bro. But it's not impossible, but I believe Makhmudov will batter Alan and make Alan quit on his stool. Foreman was more skilled than Makhmudov, way more skilled. But he was underrated. They just say he'd swing his shots a bit, but he was very clever in timing. He'd hold his hands out like that and make it hard for people to hit him clean. Imagine if you get Alan vs Wallin. What, the super fight? I want to see Otto Wallin vs Huey Fury. That's the super fight everyone wants to see. Gage Avey's a bronze basketball player. It's the only time I want to see either of them again. Fair enough, man. Oh, Foreman's KO over Cooney was cost. Yeah, he just walked forward, goes bang. Cooney is probably one of the most, I'm not saying underrated, but he was badly managed, but he was actually one of the most dangerous fighters. If you watch his violence and his power, he had problems with confidence, he had problems with yayo. He was managed badly, in my opinion. I think he could have achieved a lot more, but it's not just about talent, right? It's about timing. It's about confidence. It's about what's in here. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, he just walks in, doesn't he? Blap! You just seen a video of John Fisher saying he should be rubbing our flag in people's faces. He's a sellout fat piece of shit. Yeah. Yeah, they even had him on Newsnight. On Newsnight. Can you imagine that? They had him on Newsnight. But you know why they chose him? Because Big John Fisher looks like your typical... In fact, I even pulled it up. I think I did a video on it. Big John Fisher on Twitter. Someone said, oh, he's your typical gammon Englishman. Oh, I bet he's an EDL supporter. And I was like, these idiots don't even know who he is. He's John Fisher. And yeah, he's... Okay, we got the decision. Let's have a look. They've given it to Fawaz. Wow. He's only just realised it. He didn't know. He's only just realised. When they said Bilal Fawaz, I don't know what was happening. He couldn't hear. He thought they'd give it to Boston. They've given it to Bilal Fawaz. Well, that is a turn up for the books, man. Good on Bilal. I mean, I didn't watch the fight closely enough to score it accurately. Wow, but that's good, man. That's warmed my heart a bit. It's good seeing an underdog win. Well done, Bilal. Well done. Good. ST always wants the timestamps. We can see. I will, mate. I mean, unfortunately the fight's ended. Bilal is shocked that he got the decision because he imagined he'd get robbed. Good on him. Yeah, I like this Bilal. Yeah. I like an underdog to win. Upsets are good for boxing. When you look at Tua's career as on Foster, the only shot he got was against Lennox. Yeah, the best division. Yeah, in the current time. He beat former champs like Mora, Ruckman, and Ruiz. Yeah, I mean, he definitely could have had more chances, man. Yeah, they had Fawaz winning on points. I didn't watch it enough, but I thought they would give it to Boston. Baghdadi Paddy. Ian Watkins, a pedo singer of the Lost Prophets, was stabbed to death. Oh, cry me a river, man. Cry me a river. That wrong. Oh, I don't want to talk about it because it's disgusting, but what a wrong. I just want to check, bro. What's his name? Ian Watkins. The wrong. So he must be in the nonce wing. So, and nonce. Yeah, he goes. He dies in a prison attack. They're wronging. Well, that's some good news. Well. Goodbye, biatch. The attempted rape of I don't even want to say it. Disgusting. That's good news, Paddy. Thanks for that, Paddy. Great news, man. Oh, and from what I saw from Gay J in the Dubon fight, the only good fighter currently will fall like Gay J, like a deck chair, and put him in retirement. His prime days over. Yeah, they want a Fury fight. Fury's talking about coming back. Yawn. Every time. Mbakir is in the house. Haven't seen you for a bit, brother. Great to see you. Trippy, how you doing, champ? Adam Smith touched Boss Line before his fight and got off his team. Yeah. Who knows what happens behind the scenes? I don't care about bacon's being cut on a live. Yeah, I mean, you know, you got what you deserve. Well done. The rare figure. Thank God you're live. You made me so much unboxing. Oh, thanks, bro. That's great. Oh, thank you. I've had a lot of love. I've had a lot of people saying good things, man. And we're getting close to the big fight. I'll probably have to drain the lizard because I don't want to be sitting here like holding my bladder in. Yeah, I actually, yeah, you never good. What's up? Great to see you, man. As far as I know, Tua was never knocked down as a professional or knocked to take care, but he was stopped as an amateur. He slaughtered more on John Ruiz in the first time, right? I got to check this because, as I remember, right at the end of a fight, he gets dropped. I'm trying to think when it was who it was. David Tua. Okay, I'm into David Tua knocked down. I mean, he had a solid chin. Obviously, he was only 17 when he boxed. He was knocked down. He destroyed John Ruiz. That was brutal, man. That was brutal. Okay. Let me turn the volume down. Come on. I think it's Ibibuchi. Come on, biatch. I think it's Ibibuchi who's knocked him down, actually, bro. Yep, down he goes. I think it's Ibibuchi, and it's right at the end of the 12-rounder. So, yeah, he has been knocked down. Shit band, anyways. Never listened to it. Who do you think won this fight? Didn't watch it close enough. So how close are we to the main event? Probably the walk-in will be in 15 minutes. Desperado. What's up, Desperado? People always talk about 90s and 90s boxers, but a lot of them damn fights never happened. Tyson, Tua, Bo, Foreman never fighting each other is insane. Lewis Bo was the fight everyone wanted. Cyborg, Foreman was great. Someone threw string punches, but usually after he got someone hurt, hard to hit. Very clever fight. I agree. I'm very annoyed he didn't fight Ali in a rematch. I mean, people say, I believe he might be poisoned. I definitely believe the ropes were loose. He didn't want to be there. Bandit F, your stream is ahead of mine. Ruined the decision, lol. Sorry, bro. Sorry about that, bro. Even like Fawaz didn't know he had the decision. What were the odds of Bilal Fawaz at 7 at the end of the fight? I don't know, around 7. Before the fight, you get 3-1 on him, but it dropped to 2-1. Fawaz used to work on a celebration face. You go like, yeah, too right. Well, it's weird. He goes, the winner, Bilal Fawaz, and he's like. And he goes, no. You just won, Bilal. He goes, what? Yes. And he goes, nuts. That's kind of funny, man. Yeah. Well done. Well done to Fawaz. Did you see the picture of Adam Smith's stomach he put on Instagram? I did. It's pretty gross. I thought it looked slightly AI, but I put it through a filter and it said it's only a 16% chance of it being AI. And it may be true. The problem is none of it makes sense. Why did Sky never talk about it? You know, they should have been going, unfortunately, our head of boxing is unwell, so he won't be appearing. They never said that. And then they fired him. There's something that stinks in Denmark, right? I will say, though, that Chris Bird, I'm boxing 2 in their fight. Yeah, Bird is the best American heavyweight 2000s. I wouldn't go that far. Much more skilled compared to Wilder, despite not being a puncher. He started off at middleweight, didn't he? ST says, ST says Belotti's robbed against Padley. I didn't watch the fight. Padley, you could get 4-1. I watched 2 of his Ibiabuchi numerous times. He wasn't knocked down. Where did you find that video? I just literally entered David Tua knocked down for the first. Okay, this is called David Tua knocked down for the first time on YouTube. So have a look. Free UK John, why are you blocking our few comments on your hero Ian Rock? I'm not blocking anyone, man. So I don't know what you're talking about, man. What's the most cut country? Sweden. It's our culture, okay? We shit in the culture and watch the action. Okay? I'm going to go and drain the lizard. While I drain the lizard, I want you to watch this. Right?
Like,
Oh, sorry.
like, hype, subscribe, and donate to the breathtaking, brutally brilliant, and bombastic based boxing basement. And there's the respect.
Ha! Do you like that? Does he look like a certain Austrian painter? Isn't he? Does he look like the Austrian painter? It's a bit weird, isn't it? I would expect Adam Smith to be a fan of the Austrian painter, but you know, you just don't know, do you? You never really know. You never really know. On to the main event. I want to know what everyone thinks. There's very mixed opinions. For me, I'm still going for Aslanbek Makhmudov by battering. Will he knock Alan down? Or can Alan destroy the Nephilim? What do you think, Barry? What do you think, Matthew? I'm back. I'm looking forward to this fight. I'm really looking forward to this fight. Did you enjoy that video? Sweden used to be one of the safest countries and lost. Yeah. I've actually got a Dutch guy called Bjorn Junberg who's always commentating on my Otto Wallin videos. He goes, hey. And I said, how's it going in Malmo? What's it like being Stockholm being the great capital of the world? And he won't answer the latter. And the former goes, Malmo's great. Of course it has problems, but everything has problems. I go, yeah, but why don't you compare it to before and to now? The Tash. Drain the lizard. Are we back on the chart? No, last time I haven't done the Yale for ages, man. I'm against it. It's a very evil drug. It's a very addictive, evil drug. Occasionally, someone might give me a ting in the pub, and I might have that now. Manchester, England will never forget. We got clowns in the chat for real. Well, you're a bit too pill triple B. Well, that's fine. Shadowburn. I'd have I follow the data. I used to be a data analyst and marketer. And if you look at the data from when the channel started, I should have between 30 and 40,000 subs. I have less views now than when I had 1,000 subs because I'm shadow banned. The lizard vs Wallin. So Makhmudov lost twice. Yeah, never good. Agit Caballero stopped him in 3. Guido Rakori King Vianello stopped him in 8. I'd put on a tenor at 8-1. 8-1 Vianello on points, but unfortunately he stopped him. UK Don Basement, I'm loving your content, bro. Thanks, bro. Much respect. I hope you're well. Just the thought of getting on the Yale makes me sick these days. It really is. It's ruined so many lives. I mean, just think about people that have lost their businesses, their minds. It's very bad for the depression. It is an evil drug. It is an evil drug. Mbakir, Hearn is hoping for an Alan KO so he can feed him to Joshua. Yeah, I think you're right. Because, ultimately, Alan is very sellable. He does great on social media. The Doncaster de la Hoya is well known. He's always good for some quotes and some stupidity, right? And, less dangerous than Makhmudov. And he can punch Alan, but I think AJ would beat him. Did I say thank you, Sonika, for your super sticker? If I didn't, I'm sorry because it was appearing there, but thank you very much, man. Thank you to everyone who's given. The stuff literally makes you sick. Yeah. Owen Foster, who's the worst commentator? It should be Adam Smith or Todd Grisham. I don't know. I like Todd Grisham's. I've done a short on it when Vaughan Alexander's in the ring, and he said he's one of 13 children, and he probably learned to fight you know, for the last bit of fried chicken on the table. Come on, man. So, I mean, I don't know. They're all terrible. They're equally terrible. That's all I can say. But I think Adam Smith has to be the worst. He can't stop speaking. He loves his voice. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a setup win for Allen. I don't think Makhmudov would be down with that. That's what I don't think. If Dave Allen wins, do you think his next fight will be at a stadium in Sheffield? Well, if it's against Gage, yeah. Todd Grisham was a funny guy when he did WWE. Like I said, I don't really follow commentators. I don't really know. But the fried chicken comment was classic. Probably fighting over the last bit of fried chicken. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Mbakir. I ain't been on for a while. Has Sonny been back since he and Triple B 70 pounds? No, 80 pounds to stop speaking about it. He came on the channel. She was game. He knew I had him by the balls. I could have really ruined him. It was a week before his fight. People had a go at me. Oh, you let him go, the rats. But I'm like, I'm not that spiteful. And I forgave him. Bro, post the coffee link. I got the bank card in my hand. Oh, thanks, brother. It's in the description. Yeah, buy me a coffee. You'll see it in the description, brother. The Sim Kellerman is back. Oh, the Pernell Whitaker stalker. Yeah, his brother and him, they were rappers, weren't they? And Sam Kellerman. And he ended up taking, who was it? Who was the guy? He took on this fighter, right? This very controversial fighter who ended up killing him, you know? Adam Smith video. Oh, what, you want it again? Here we go. He's got that weird twitch thing, Makhmudov. Like I said, if you look at his Insta, he's quite general. You know, he's likable. He's nice to his kids. He goes to see animals in the zoo. Was AKA Skins in Dubum's camp, Gage's camp. Sorry for the Dubum fight. No, and that's probably why he lost. No Skins, no wins. That 2 knockdown was fake. Have a watch later of the fight. Okay, all right, I will, bro. I might be wrong. Let's see what it says on BoxRec. When you say it's fake, do you mean David Tua? Let's have a look. David Tua BoxRec. Let's see what David Tua says. Ibiabuchi is still fighting, which is kind of nuts. Okay, let's have a look here. Ibiabuchi. So he lost over on points. Ibiabuchi. Yeah, it doesn't mention the knockdown. I think it happened after the bell. I will watch it again. I will have a look because I thought he had been knocked down. If it is fake, then why? Why would someone fake it? James Butler. Yeah, that's right. James Butler. Who's the worst boxing commentator? Chris Mannix? No, it's Adam Smith. 100%. The black guy punched dude after the fight. Yeah, I think it was after the bell. I think that was the thing. James Butler came up and he whacked. The guy beat him on points, came up with it wasn't just a bare hand. It was worse than that. It was all, you know, the glove had come off. It was all wrapped, and he whacked him after pretending to go, thanks, well done, crack on the chin. That was terrible, man. Terrible. The Desperado. Makhmudov reminds me of a Punch-Out character. You got to time the neck twitch to land the shot. Yeah, he's got good head movement until he gets in the ring. Twitching. When he gets in the ring, he can't move his head. It's quite weird. Yeah, the Kellerman brother was murdered by Butler. Yeah. I mean, it's, man, you got to be careful with it. Why would you? There was some rumors of fruitiness between the two. I don't know if that's just nonsense, but why would you take a psychopath into your own house, man? Makhmudov does have Tourette syndrome. When he's got some kind of twitch, some kind of nervous twitch. Look at him. Look at him, man. We're on. That is ironic. Yeah. He moves his head outside the ring, can't move his head inside the ring. Adam Smith and the Gad have absolutely robbed the living out of boxing. The Gad is the worst. Terrible. He's such a bum. Right, come on, Dave. Give me a minute. I've got to do something. I'm going to get another drink. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm going to get another drink. The Doncaster de la Hoya. Well, that's just cringe. Just call him the White Rhino. Dave, the Doncaster de la Hoya. And so I face the final curtain. Is that the final curtain? What? Is that going to be predictive of this fight? Is that going to be predictive of this fight? Is he facing the final curtain? Where's my drink? Blood clot. Oh, there you go. Bacardi and Coke. Bacardi and Coke. Bacardi and Coke. Here comes Dave Allen. And he does look svelte in the face, but his body's, you know, he still look chubby, right? Yeah, you got to be careful. You're letting yod. Never let people know your address. Thank you, Michael. Definitely. Especially a psychopath like James Butler. It's an extraordinary story. Melodramatic Adam Smith. Jared McGregor. Yes. What up, man? Here for the big fight. I'm looking forward to this. When you got two heavyweights you can bang. Kell Brooks there. Is that his boyfriend? There's his beard to on the right hand side. That's a beard, and on the left is probably his boyfriend. I thought he was with Ebony Biatches anyway. Although it looks like Conor McGregor's child, to be honest with you. He, you know, will be a good fight, bro. I certainly hope so. The worst thing that can happen, though, is like if, you know, there's a head clash and it ends without a true winner. But here comes Dave Allen. Like I said, his body look, you know, he always looks a bit chunky, but he likes to stick his belly out, don't he, in the weigh-ins. But facially, he looks slimmer. So, you know, he is allegedly trained hard for this fight and looking at the best ever. What stream are you using? Mine crashed. Oh, I'm actually officially DAZN. It's the only thing that I actually sign up to. Oh, Monsieur Barish from France, big fan of the Triple B. Hey, glad to welcome Muammar Gaddafi tonight. Yeah. Great man assassinated by Blair in my country. Yeah. And the Nobel Peace Prize Obama. Yeah, that was disgraceful. Hillary Clinton as well was very much involved in that. But we can't talk about that. Kell Brook has the best walkout. I can't remember. Which one was that, man? What happened? I'm hungry. I've hardly eaten anything. But so who is this dude? Because someone tell me who this dude is. The MC is, man. There's a lot of White Rhino fans in the house, man. Will they be disappointed? Just get on with it, man. Get on with the fight. Get on with the fight. What's time? It's 10 o'clock. Usually the main event starts at 10:30, don't it? But yeah, I'm cool with this. I could go hit the pub after. I'm not interested about your timekeeper. I'm not interested about your referee. I'm not interested about timekeeper. All we care about is the fighters. All we care about is the fighters. They always have these catchphrases. It's a fight, so we got to make some noise. Shut up, man. Yeah, good one. Good one. Don't pay for anything. No problem, brother. Also, let us know when the fight starts with Chubby so we can sync up. Yeah, for sure. I think apparently I'm slightly in front of some people. It doesn't matter, right? Even if I mean, if you use an official DAZN stream, it's never synced up. It's not like the old days. If you look on terrestrial TV, when you're watching the same thing at the same time, with these streams, they're always off. Mark says Dave gets pulled out of this one. That's what I think. Okay, here we go. Now, there's nothing like a big heavyweight fight between two guys who can punch and who are game. The Doncaster della Homo. Shut up. I mean, that's just pathetic. Why name yourself after another fighter? I mean, I know it's tongue-in-cheek. Richard Murphy. Why do boxing fans always like shots Jones? The casual fan. Okay, here we go. I don't know. Makhmudov only looks about 3 inches taller here, but he looks way more dangerous, man. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, ST. I'm gonna tell you when the bell goes. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's premature. Round 1. Ding, ding. Here we go. The Lion. He's keeping his chin down. He's opening up with a jab. Good shot. Oh, good shot by Alan. Makhmudov stumbles. His footwork is not good. Ooh, he's hit him again. Alan boxing well. Well, it's only like 20 seconds. Makhmudov clubbing shots. Alan employing the Bruno tactic of hitting and holding behind the ear. Bruno never got pulled up on that. You notice that? He's using his jab, Makhmudov, but I like the way, I mean, it's early. I like the way Alan's approaching this fight. His footwork's awful, Makhmudov. That's the problem. And he's clubbing puncher, but he has power. Makhmudov with the overhand right to the back of the head. ST 142, 141, 140. I quite like the way Makhmudov is trying to like box a bit, you know, even though he's not a natural boxer. You know, he was, you know, he's got those clubbing overhands. But I think Alan maybe he's going to look to box Alan, which is the right thing to do, because the worry is, a couple of hard shots from Makhmudov, not clean. Not clean. Boop. I quite like the way, like I don't repeat myself, but the way Makhmudov was actually using his jab before he unloads the clubbing right hand. He's clumsy, awkward, but strong, Makhmudov. Makhmudov has been a little bit patient, which is interesting. He definitely wants that overhand right. He wants that overhand right. I don't know what to think about looking at Alan's face. Does he look intimidated? Like after he's felt the power. And he might have just felt it on the gloves. But if you feel that hard power, you know, it can make you nervous. Thanks for that. That all synced up now. Alan started well. Makhmudov looks decent too. He's actually boxing a bit, which is quite interesting. I hate when they show an advert halfway through. You know what I mean? Come on, man. We want to hear what's happening in the corner. The worst thing is when they do adverts in the middle of a pay-per-view. You pay for this. I don't want no adverts, man. Not during the action. Not while I'm watching the action from the Kirk chair like Ada Wallin. He's going to be blowing out his arse, is what Jamie Moore just said. Well, I don't know. I don't think he threw that many shots. Alan landed the best shot, but I would still have that of Makhmudov's round. Yeah, I agree with the Kelvin there. He's not looking too confident. There's something in his eyes that I don't like in Alan's eyes. It's like he's a bit shocked by the power of the huge behemoth Nephilim Russian whose eyes are too close together. Boop. Right, he twitched in his neck a bit, Makhmudov, though not when he's actually boxing. I'm impressed by Makhmudov's approach with the jab. The clubbing violence of Makhmudov. But he hasn't landed anything clean. He's not landed anything clean. But, you know, he's boxing sensibly as well, Makhmudov. He's not, you know, firing on all cylinders. He's trying to open. He's not throwing a lot, Alan. In fact, he's not throwing anything. Which makes me think he's felt the power and he doesn't like it. But I'm pretty sure if Jamie Moore's got any sense, he'd be like, look, get through these early rounds. That's when Makhmudov's dangerous. Huh? If you get through the early rounds, then you can start hurting him. Tony goes, Daddy needs milking. Sorry, wrong chat. My back. I don't know what else you're watching, blood, but it sounds creepy, man. What happened there? Look at him. Look at him twitching. What happened there? Was that a low shot, was it? Oh, he's not happy. Look at him twitching, man. Why can't he do that? Why can't he twitch when he's actually boxing? Bill the Kill. Does a Russian dump in the woods like Huey? I mean, in the mountains, bro. When he's tending goats, probably. Okay. Okay. Bop. Bop. I think Makhmudov is, for a guy who's quite clumsy, is boxing well. Oh, decent shot. Oh, the heavy hands on Makhmudov. He hasn't landed much clean, and Alan has got a great chin. You have to remember that. Oof. But that I said he will club him and batter him into submission. He's just not throwing a lot, Alan. He's not throwing a lot. He's keeping his gloves up high. He's not getting hit clean, but them glancing shots with a lot of power are still going to be hurtful. You know, Dave Allen's footwork is not exactly to be respected, and he's catching those shots. Allen is, I wouldn't say he's badly hurt, but he's feeling the shots. Look, that jab, bop, a left hook that was ridden by Makhmudov. The crowd are getting all excited, but Makhmudov is decent body shot by Allen. This chat's never wrong. It's never the wrong chat, Tony. Bad boy Randall, what's up, bro? Russian is stiff as a board. He is stiff, but he's looking smoother than he has before. He's using his jab. He's not rushing his work. Yeah. Cyborg, is this pay-per-view in the UK? No, it's normal day zone, so you need to pay $9.99. But it's free if you know how. You know what I'm saying? Here comes some slapper. Boom. It's his jab that's impressed me, Makhmudov. And it's a heavy jab. He felt a body shot, Makhmudov, but, you know, Maloney, Makhmudov will tire. He's not, yeah, he may well do. He hasn't got many rounds in his time, but he has done 10 rounds with Takam. I just think, you know, the problem is when you carry on battering someone's head, yeah, Alan is hitting low a lot. When you carry on battering someone's head, at some point, it's going to take its toll. Even if they're not clean shots, they're landing it enough to be hurtful. He's keeping his hands up high, Alan, which is a good tactic, but he's just not throwing a lot. But Makhmudov's hands are dropping. Notice his hands are dropping a bit, right? Which means he's open for a counter. Nothing much is coming from Alan, but you only need, if you're a heavyweight and Alan can punch, you only need a couple of big shots right on the chin. They say Makhmudov's looking at his corner. I'm not sure what that's about. He doesn't look in any trouble. I think Maloney said Makhmudov is going to tire. Now, that's a good possibility. Ugh. But he's taking those shots, Alan, but they're not clean, but they're hurtful. They're bludgeoning shots. Clubbing shots. Oh, decent left by Alan. I mean, someone said he's a bit of a bully, Makhmudov, and, you know, a classic bully. And if you start hurting him, then he loses his confidence. That's very possible, man. Dave's going for the big wild shots. But Dave's, nasty uppercut by Makhmudov. He's got a great chin, Alan. You've got to give him that. He's got a great chin. My problem with Makhmudov is he drops his hands very low. At least Alan keeps his hands up. He looks a bit tired, Makhmudov. It's the end of the round, though. I want to see what Alan's face looks like in between rounds to see if it's busting up. I think what Maloney said, Michael said, is right. It's you know, he might tire Makhmudov. And then that's when you become a coward. What do they say? Fatigue makes a coward of all of us. But he's losing all the rounds so far. His face looks fine, Alan. Why isn't he rolling the punches? Is he stupid? I don't know, bro. Cyborg says, we will see whose fitness is better. And that might be the difference. I'm going to have a look and see online what the odds are in play, because this is going to be interesting. He has got a good chin. You got it. Okay. Dave Allen's a favorite. 1.73. Makhmudov 2.0. 1.67 for Allen. So the money's going on Allen, which is, I guess, because they think he might get tired. Yeah, you're right, Boxing Classics. That's correct. It's interesting. Is Makhmudov going to tire? And he's going backwards now, Makhmudov. He's going backwards now. Allen's coming forward. So we've got to change there. We've got to change in rhythm. Interesting. He's slowing Makhmudov, but he's still cuffing some shots. And he was first to hold there. He's first to hold there. Like every round, Makhmudov's won thus far, but we don't expect it to go the distance. And it's weird. He's going backwards and he's first to hold Makhmudov. This is interesting. This is interesting. We've got an interesting fight here. You know, it could be that Alan's plan is genius. It's odd to see Makhmudov be the one taking a backward step and holding. This is definitely swinging towards Alan. This is definitely swinging towards Alan. Alan's got a tremendous chin. You got to give him that. Oh, great shot by Makhmudov, but Alan just takes it. But you can't carry on taking shots like that. You can't carry on taking those shots, even if they're not right on the button. They're nasty shots. He's, as I said, he's always first to hold, Makhmudov. He's always first to hold. But he's still landing more. He's not looking too bad on the back foot, Makhmudov. But like I said, first to hold, first to hold. Barry said, Makhmudov will tire. Come on, David boy. Yeah, I mean, it's boxing classic. Alan's a much better boxer, definitely. Ugh. I mean, Makhmudov hasn't really landed any clean shots. They're clubbing shots. You got to give Alan every credit for his toughness and his chin. Has the momentum swung? Is the momentum towards David Allen, the Doncaster, Delaware? He's throwing a lot of shots. I think Makhmudov is feeding the body shots. Yeah, Alan's doing well. Who's taking the shots? Tell us for F's sake. Makhmudov's landing more, but they don't seem to be having much effect on Alan. That's the thing. That's the thing. He's absorbed some. None of the shots have been clean, but they're clubbing, and they look hurtful. But Alan's got a great chin. Michael Maloney. Is Makhmudov Darwin's missing link? Well, he's suddenly he doesn't look human, does he? I think he's a Nephilim. Boom! Oh, actually, that was a super right hand from Makhmudov. But Alan just eat it. Alan just ate it. Blap! Wow, that was a terror. That was a nasty shot on Alan's chin. And Alan comes back with a body shot. Weird boxing match it is. He's an Anunnaki, yeah, Nephilim, Anunnaki. Only his body shots are doing damage, right? But we've seen body shots take Makhmudov apart. We are now in the 5th round of 12. Alan looks fitter. Like I said, I don't repeat myself, but he's always first to hold, Makhmudov. That's never a good sign for an aggressive fighter. And he's been holding his gloves up high, Alan. There are very few clean shots landing on Alan. What's happening now? Oh, he's having a talking to Makhmudov, saying, don't grab. This is an interesting fight. It's not an exciting fight, but it's an interesting fight. Makhmudov seems to be losing a bit of speed. I mean, I'd lean towards Dave Allen now. The odds have got it even. He's game, Alan. You got to give him that. He's always been game. It's quite weird that he's pushing Makhmudov back. That Alan's pushing Makhmudov back. Oof. I mean, that overhand right from Makhmudov is a dangerous shot. Ooh. Alan's body shots are dangerous. Is he going to suck the life and spirit out of Makhmudov? Oh, good uppercut by Alan. And another. And a left. Oof. Makhmudov comes back with his clubbing shots. Jared, Makhmudov do well after being captured in a cave in Afghanistan 2012. If you know, you know. The huge ginger giant. Have a look at that story. The Kandahar giant. I mean, I don't know, man. Alan's chin is incredible, really. Yep, Alan's roughing up Makhmudov. And they're looking at his corner, allegedly, which is never good. I mean, Makhmudov didn't do anything wrong here. Why is the ref having a word? Because he's biased, man. He's a bent ref. Exactly. Alan knows all the tricks. He does. He does. And he knows the ref's going to be on his side. And I'm going to do him. It does look that way. And you said that, Maloney. You said that, Maloney. TS Boxing. What up, TS Boxing? My man. What up? Any links? I can't give you them, but there's people that can. Alan's piecing him up slowly. Yeah, he's slowly, every round, he's slightly getting closer and slightly improving. Alan's now a 1.5. That's 2-1 on favourite. Dave's round. Yeah, that's probably his first round. So, I mean, we don't think it's going to go on points. Oh, that's another low shot from Alan, though, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, I'm leaning towards Alan now. Because nothing that's hit Alan has shaken him. He is dirty. He is dirty, Alan. But, you know, if you can get away with it, what can you say, man? Yeah, it looks like this looks like Alan's going to stop Makhmudov in about 2 rounds, the next 2 rounds. But you don't know. Makhmudov seems he's dirty. He's very dirty, Alan. He's hitting on the break. He's hitting on the break, and the ref has told off Makhmudov. I mean, you know. I don't know who this bent ref is, but he's a British ref, so of course he's bent. He's still there, Makhmudov. Yeah. He's good up close, Alan. Like Makhmudov wants to hold, and he stops throwing up close. Makhmudov can't do anything inside. Yeah, all Makhmudov shots from the outside. So once he gets close, it's Alan's party. Oh, he's holding a lot, and I bet the ref has another word with him. I bet the ref had another word with him. I mean, you would have thought at some point these shots would affect Alan, but I haven't seen any evidence of that. Did he put the head in there, Makhmudov? Yeah. Alan's body work is doing good. Oh, Makhmudov spinning like Lomachenko. He hits a lot inside. He's very dirty, Alan, and he won't get no tellings off. He won't get any tellings off. It's a messy fight. It's an ugly fight. Yeah, actually, is Makhmudov running out of steam? That's the question. I'm shocked at Alan's toughness. We all know he's tough, but Oh, big shots by Makhmudov, but there has no effect on Dave Allen. What do you have that? Makhmudov's round? Yeah, that's true, Fruit Nose. You don't like a good shot, Makhmudov. You don't like it. Makhmudov will lose with him. Will lose with him when things go wrong. He doesn't like turn it around like Woodley. Oh, you mean Woodley? If Woodley fought Makhmudov, yeah, well. Mac is tiring. He is tiring, bro. Makhmudov, low hands, stand straight up, terrible. Yeah. Yeah. And Allen's face does not look marked. He's taken enough shots. Oh, he landed some decent shots, Makhmudov, but Allen just seems possessed. Yeah, Kelvin here, that chin. I mean, it's incredible, Dave Allen's chin, to be frank. I haven't, as soon as Makhmudov lands a decent shot, he just throws back Allen. It must be dispiriting for Makhmudov. Makhmudov's been winning clearly on points, but oh. I'm just shocked at how Allen just keeps on taking these shots. Oh, good shots by Makhmudov. And Allen just comes forward as if nothing. It's got to be dispiriting for Makhmudov. Allen's got like a George Chuvalo chin, man. He really does. What round now? 7 round, bro. 7 round, Baish. None of Makhmudov's shots are having an effect on Allen. Allen keeps on coming forward, even when his head's rocked. I mean, Makhmudov is pissing us on points, but most people don't think it's going to go the distance. But you never know. Weirder things have happened. Tommy Morrison, George Foreman, no one expected that to go the distance. At some point, these shots have to have an effect on Allen, or so you'd think. This just can't be good for his health. Oh. He just comes back. Every time he takes a shot, Allen, he just comes back. Allen's slowing a bit now. Allen is slowing a bit now. He's not as explosive. He's not coming forward as confidently because he's getting caught. And for a guy who's not known as a boxer, Makhmudov is boxing fairly well. Actually, Adam Smith has actually read this fight quite well for once, but every so often the sun will shine on a dog's ass and you'll get something right. They're taking a point off Makhmudov. Well, that's no surprise because he's a biased ref. I don't know. I mean, that's gonna dispirit him a bit because he won that round clearly. Fitness is the key. Yep, Allen's not as elusive. That's right. He's getting caught more, but that point off makes him, it's dispiriting. It's rigged. This might well cost him the fight. Yeah. Allen's such crap timing. Makhmudov, I don't think Makhmudov's timing is super either, although he boxed quite well in the last round. But he lost the point, so. Bop. What are we? Are we about to go into the 9th round? They want Alan to fight Gage, don't they? So they want him to win. Because that is a very sellable fight. Oh. Oh, round 8. Only round 8. Sorry, I thought it was 9. Round 8. Like I said, Makhmudov has he's been 10 rounds once against Tucker. Whereas Alan's been in much longer fights. Oh. The 1-2. Yeah. The 1-2 is Makhmudov's shot, but it's not having any effect on Alan. But Alan looks a bit tired now. Alan looks a bit tired. He hasn't got that kind of come forwardness. This is a weird fight. Alan's dirty as well. Of course, he's not going to get a point taken off him, I doubt. Oh. I'm astounded by Dave Allen's George Chuvalo chin. It's incredible, incredible. He's got Allen in the corner, but he backs off. Weirdly, Makhmudov has been outboxing Dave Allen. He doesn't like the body shots, Makhmudov. He's taken a lot of shots, Allen, but they don't seem to have much effect. Monsieur Vai says what he needs to do is empty the tank, lions in the camp. Yeah. Let's see if Jamie Moore says that. Look, Allen's pushing his elbow in. He's dirty. He's hit behind the head. And the ref does nothing. I mean, I don't like the ref to get too involved, but, you know. What are people scoring it? Look, shoving his hand in Makhmudov's face. He's very dirty, Allen. So we've got 4 rounds after this one. What do people have it? What do people have it on points? Including the point. I mean, I've only got Allen winning 1 round, right? But he gets the extra point because Makhmudov lost a point. Richard Murphy's getting in range but not firing. Yeah, he's slowed down. Bang, daddy, paddy in the house. Allen getting dominated here, really. Barely throwing a punch the last few rounds. Yeah. Because of the biased ref and the biased commentary and the biased crowd. Let's have a look. So now the odds have changed. Makhmudov is 2-1 on 1.5. So bad boy Randall. Can I give it to Dave on points? But not if he carries on like this. If he wins the next few rounds, sure. Daily disruption. Maybe you haven't lost the weight. He'd be more powerful. He hasn't lost much weight, bro. He's been 260 many times. So, or 259, whatever he is. Yeah, that's what I said, Freak knows. They want Gage vs Dave Allen. They knows that's going to sell. I'm surprised that Allen's face isn't showing, isn't marking up. Makhmudov's shoulders marking up, weirdly. I'm surprised that Makhmudov's boxing well. I don't think anyone expected this, but he's got no inside game, Makhmudov. No inside game. No inside game, Makhmudov. Boxing Classics, yeah, not be scoring. I would give Dave most. You give Dave most of the first half, really? I think he's only won one round. Decent shot by Alan. Look how dirty he is, shoving his elbow in. Alan doesn't even get a talking to. What's happened there? What's happened there? Gum shields? Oh, the gum shields come out. That's never a good sign because it means your mouth is open. It's not a good sign. Not a good sign. Dave should step up a bit. But Makhmudov lets the combination go. He's still there. That right. It keeps on thundering into Alan's face, but no effect. No effect. I mean, the ref's been very biased, but having said that, Makhmudov's body language is not great. Oh, big overhand from Alan. Didn't really hurt. Another right hand by Makhmudov. Boop. When it's inside, it's Alan's game, but most of the fight has been on the out. That right hand just keeps on landing, but it just makes no difference to Alan. I want to win my money, so I want Makhmudov to win, but you've got to give Alan some credit for his chin, his guts, his toughness. This is not a good uppercut by Alan. And a right hand over the top. And Alan's looking for the stoppage. He might get it. He's hurt Makhmudov. Will we get a British stoppage? Will we get a British stoppage? And no, not yet. Although the ref's looking at Makhmudov, which means he's looking for the stoppage. He's hurt and very tired, Makhmudov. Wow. Alan is such a cheat. I agree with you, man. Oi, stop spamming. Ban. I'm banning the user who's spamming. Yeah, Alan is coming on. He's just knackered, Makhmudov. He hurt Makhmudov there. Really, yeah. And you could see the referee's looking for the classic British stoppage. He was waiting for the British stoppage. He is a warrior, Boxing Classics, that's for sure. Whoop. No, not you, bro. Not you, bro. There was a guy spamming his link. Not you, bro. The British, the classic British stoppage. They love that, the British refs. 3 rounds. Makhmudov is not really going anywhere. That we know, whether he wins this fight or not. Alan, when Alan's got him on the ropes, he's hurting Makhmudov. Uppercuts, body shots. Yeah, I don't know what I'm more impressed by Alan's chin and his determinedness, or more disappointed by Makhmudov's lack of, I don't know, he seems to lack a bit of, I wouldn't say heart, but, you know, he doesn't like it up him. He don't like it up him. And the problem comes in the last minute of the round when he's knackered. I mean, Makhmudov must be just freaked out that none of his shots seem to have any effect. Makhmudov still lands the odd good combinations, but like I said, once he's backed in the ropes, he doesn't have any game. And he gets hit with uppercuts and body shots. And he's looking at the clock. He's looking at the clock. And it's 1 minute 10. I mean, that's... If he's knackered with 1 minute 10, Allen, if he jumps on him, if he's got the energy, could stop him. Is Allen knackered? That's the worry. It's been an interesting fight rather than an exciting fight. It's when he's on the ropes, he just sits there, Makhmudov, and he starts getting hit. Oh, the ref's gonna like give him a warning. No, okay. I'd like to know, what are we scoring it, man? How are we scoring it, chat? Funds? As soon as he gets Makhmudov on the ropes, that's when Allen's dangerous. Makhmudov is exhausted. You've got 2 rounds left. I think there's a reason British judges don't get American gigs for fights. Yeah, because they're corrupt as anything. That's why, man. Makhmudov winning, says the rare thing. I believe so. He must be well ahead. But he did lose a point. And there's 2 more rounds. Boxing Classic says Allen winning on points. Well, that is interesting. I don't agree. But, you know, it's what you see, isn't it, Adam? You know? Makhmudov obviously a confidence fight. Yeah, can't fight on the back foot. Well, he actually boxed okay on the back foot, but as soon as Allen comes close to him, he gets caught on the ropes, he gets caught with hooks, he gets caught with body shots. I agree with you, Cyborg. I think Makhmudov was clearly winning, but by how many rounds? I'm just astounded at Allen's chin. Over and over again, he gets clipped with a hard rights, and he just comes forward. He's never been down, Allen. Never been down. See, Makhmudov gasses after about a minute, and that's when he gets dangerous for him. So he dominates the first minute, and then he gets knackered. I mean, Allen's got to be tired too. There's arm shots from Allen. They're both knackered. Makhmudov is outboxing him and hitting him again with a jab and a right hand. Allen's face just doesn't... Oh, good shot, Makhmudov. Nasty uppercut. But this is what happens in the early rounds. Okay. Makhmudov is allegedly outlanding. I don't really believe... I mean, you know, the punch stats are never that perfect, but it's quite clear that Makhmudov's landed more of the shots. Oh, he's hurting Allen. Allen's chin is phenomenal. I don't want to sound boring and repeat myself. Oh, nice exchange. They're both exchanging. Good uppercut by Allen. This is when Makhmudov gets tired and when he's vulnerable in the last minute of the round. And there's again and again he hits with the right hand on the jab, but Allen just doesn't seem to be affected by it. This is not a good fight for a man's brain. I don't really like to see this. Allen's knackered as well. They need Makhmudov's trainers need to teach him some inside game, you know, some uppercuts. Oh, just another thudding right hand. This is Makhmudov's round so far, clearly. It's weird. Makhmudov's actually outboxing Allen at times, quite clearly. He just eats the right hand, Allen, again and again and again. Boxing guy, I think we're Allen biased. Did he put a bet on him, man? You know, yeah, Kelvinator says, I have Makhmudov winning. I have him winning clearly. He was hurt a couple of times, but not badly. As far as I'm concerned, Allen needs a stoppage. Well, certainly a couple of knockdowns, right? I just can't believe that there's no damage on Allen's face. Look at him. Considering how many right hands and jabs he's taken. You know. Is he the best British chin ever, Allen? He's taking heavyweight shots too. Never been down. Thudding those shots right. Oh, he's pushing Allen back, but you know, as I said, Makhmudov tends to win the early parts of the round and then he tires. If I was Makhmudov's corner, I'd just be like, look, man, stop, don't try and stop him, just keep boxing. 1, 2, half step back, 1, 2, half step back, 1, 2. He sticks his head, Allen, underneath Makhmudov's chin and lifts it up and then hits him with a hook. Have you noticed that? It's illegal. He hasn't had a single talking to. I mean, this is I mean, I don't like to see a guy take these many shots. I'm not saying it should be stopped, of course not, but like, you know, he's been battering Allen's head. Regardless of how good Allen's chin is, it's not good for the health. It's the last round. We're halfway through the last round. And he's still eating the shots, Allen. Yeah, Daly says, I don't like it either. Yeah, it makes me uncomfortable. Look at, I mean, just, you know, and they go, oh, Allen's legs have never gone. Yeah, that's fine, but his head is getting battered. Is he hurting Makhmudov? Slightly. We've got just over a minute left. You know, when I said at the beginning, everyone goes, it's not going to go the distance. Well, it looks close. Piss off, ref. I can't stand this ref. What's his name? No, he's going to... No. Don't give him a point. Oh, he gives him another point. What a biased ref. This is disgraceful. How dare you claim Allen as the best chin in boxing? Ramla Ali is significantly better. Stop promoting men's chins instead of superior women. Yeah, the women are better than the men. Another point. I mean, that's just... Yeah, another point. Come on, man. That's just... I mean, we could see a robbery. $20 seconds left. The 2 points off is terrible, especially how dirty Allen has been. And without a single warning, Allen, without a single warning. 10 seconds left. Wild shots from Allen. Well, there we go. I mean, to me, Makhmudov wins. The ref... Adam Smith has Makhmudov winning clearly, but then we've got the 2 points off. Steve Gray, the referee. Oh, that well-known crook cyborg. Yeah, that's the idiot. They're going to rob the Russian giant. It's possible. It's possible. It's amazing. Like I said at the beginning, look, just because you got everyone goes, oh, it's never going to go the distance, but it has. Boxing's weird like that. Foot knows 33-1 majority decision, please. Hey, you said you were going to put a bet on that, man. I mean, it's not looking like a bad bet. How much did you put on, bro? Primal, Patricia. Meanwhile, everyone's opinion on David Price has changed. Yeah, Price battered Alan, but you know, Price is always a decent fighter. You know, Breeding Bull. Alan needs to retire. You can't be a punchbag. He just took so many shots. It made me uncomfortable, to be honest. It made me uncomfortable. His chin is incredible, but the brain is still being rattled. Alan Smith just said the Russian one. This could be an epic robbery. You mean Alan Smith? Yeah. Oh, Futner's got 10 pounds on it at 33-1. Let's go. Is that majority decision Alan's or Makhmudov? But I'm thinking robbery. I'm thinking robbery. Yeah. Why did Alan try swinging after the bell? Yeah. It's a bit late, isn't it? It's a bit late in the game when you're trying to knock someone out after the bell. Who knows? On Dave. So you're on Dave Allen by majority decision. Well, who's won? So according to the fans on 23% of Allen, 77% of Makhmudov. But you know, when you got bent judges, things like that don't matter. Yeah. Let's wait and see. I think we'll get a split decision. Yeah. Never good Makhmudov on. I agree with you. He didn't deserve to be robbed. Well, you know, no one deserves to be robbed, but that's boxing. At least the loser won't have to receive a big dirt from Turkey. Yeah. If Alan wins, they'll put him against Gay J. There's no doubt. Richard Murphy. Makhmudov won easy. I hope they didn't rob him. Yeah, well, that's the problem. They're 2 points off. So they'll justify it. Even though Alan was dirty, very dirty fighter. Makhmudov was 10 points, but Steve Gray was terrible. And ref, bad holding. Alan hasn't won anything. Yeah, I agree with you. Makhmudov will not have a chance of being Usyk or Caballero. Well, no, definitely not Caballero, if that's what you mean. Bent judges and bent refs. Welcome to British boxing, bro. It never used to be this way, but... Okay, here we go. Official verdict. Well, you go to the judges' scorecards. I can smell robbery. Oh no, that has to be Makhmudov. It's you. It's got to be Makhmudov. It's got to be Makhmudov. Exactly. He knows it, Alan. Yeah, the line. Okay, well, at least we've got a decent decision. At least we've got a decent decision. I want to see Alan retire after taking all that punishment. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know. Sorry, my man lost his majority decision, but at least it was a fair decision, you know. Yeah. He did box well, which was weird, but he's not going anywhere. Makhmudov's chin is, Alan's chin is the story of the fight, as well as the bent referee, but I don't know, man. The correct decision, and that's despite the points being taken off. So imagine how much wider it would have been had he not lost those 2 points. Fair decision, Maloney. Yeah, well, I've won my, what I come out with, 40 quid. I come out with 40 quid from a £20 bet. Well, you know, I'm glad there was no robbery there, despite the attempts of the referee. Oh, the Gad's getting his horrible face in there. What a scumbag. Pat Brown's there. Bad Boy Randall says, good job Dave wasn't in with a big puncher with the amount of shots. He said, well, it was weird because Makhmudov was regarded as a big puncher, but at the top level, his pounces just don't have the same effect. Oh, okay. They're interviewing Makhmudov, who's showing his head work. Sorry. I'm sorry I beat your favorite boxer. You're going to love me. The Nephilim. The Anunnaki. ST's right. Good scorecards for a change. Yeah. We should have listened to the boxing prophet. I mean, yeah, but I was nervous, right? Box says, easy for Makhmudov, but I don't look like the guy most likely to force a stoppage. Agreed. Oh, look, they're all in love now. He's a sweetheart. He's so very likable, Makhmudov, for a giant, huge bully. I mean, someone that looks like a bully. He's a frightening looking guy. He looks massive now next to Alan. Alan was only 2 pounds lighter, you know. Let's say Alan should have jumped all over him when he caught him in the first round. Now just put up with Gay J. He's this shite Russian who couldn't get rid of Dave Allen. I think. Do you think they'll make Gay J vs Makhmudov? Kelvin, I'm knocked out. Cheers all. Good night. Good night to you, bro. I'm going to finish up soon. Bad Boy ran on plot twist. Dave never trained for the fight. Don't believe that. That guy got Chad would smash Makhmudov. Yeah. Filip Ergovic would beat Makhmudov, but he's also easy to hit. Gej probably chins Makhmudov, yeah, but he would rush AJ and Gej would shit his girly pants. Yeah, it's an interesting fight. He seems to be pretty happy, Makhmudov. 12 rounds. No, and everyone's going, it never go the distance. Well, it did. There you go. Liam in chains. Dave will start his manic behavior on his social media after this. Too much brain now. Yeah, he needs to retire, man. Makhmudov is calling out Gay J. Don't see the point of Makhmudov Gay J. Gay J might as well retire. Well, yeah. Can Makhmudov beat Gay J? Gay J has not got Alan's chin. Yeah. Mike Maloney. I don't think he's the sharpest tool in the box, but the breeding bull, bring on Otto vs Huey Fury. That's the fight we want to see. Otto Wallin vs Huey Fury, and I would be ringside for that. Gej either needs to fight that fraud Fury or nothing. Yeah, I get it. Dave Allen was going to try and lift Makhmudov up, but he thought, actually, I can't do it. Oh, he says I'm not good enough. Well, people like him for his honesty. I wonder how much Dave got paid tonight. I don't know. It's amazing to see how little damage there is on Alan's face. He did take a lot of shots. But, look how fresh his face looks. I'm not finished. Oh, man. Oh, Alan's very honest. He hurt me a lot. I mean, you wouldn't have thought it, but Liam, crazy takes shots like that all night, but Usyk put him to sleep standing up with headgear on. Yeah, I've seen that. In the sparring, he had him wobbling all over the place, and Usyk just stepped off, which is what you should do as it's sparring. But Box. Dave Allen done well, to be honest. Started as a joke figure, became a cult figure to the casuals. Yeah, and he's incredibly tough. His chin was nuts. Peter Richards. I don't like Gay J, but if he beats Makhmudov, it well else 3. Makhmudov was hurt by Allen, but was holding. So if Dave Allen can beat him, Gay J will kill him. Yeah, I would have Joshua the favorite, no doubt. Right, I think we're going to call it a day. So I've got to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to Shane Bongos, 666, Sonia Blade, thank you, 99p, thank you, Cyborg, 14 Aussie 99, and Louis, £2. Thank you, man. A slightly disappointing fight, in the sense that it was gritty, it was hard, but it wasn't that dramatic, and it was a bit dirty to fight. A bit dirty, that fight. I don't want to see Adam fight anymore. He's taking too many shots. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to call it a day. Thank you for staying up and watching the fight. Thank you for everyone who gave cash money. Take care, guys. Dave Allen will be back. That's depressing, man. Who does Allen fight now? I don't know, man. I don't know. They'll always find someone for him. But that was, you know, at least I won my money. And at least Fawaz, at least neither Bilal Fawaz nor Makhmudov got robbed. So there we go. Anyway, guys, peace in the Middle East. Thanks, Sonica Blade. Take care, guys. Great to see everyone. And we'll speak soon. Good night.